So I'm still kind of getting the hang of all this and stuff, but I'm having a blast so far, and it's really exciting to be in the process of creating this great channel. So for this video, I decided I'm going to give some advice because, you know, we all need advice once in a while. And it's kind of a good time in my opinion because I feel like a lot of relationships with my friends and their boyfriends or my guy friends and their girlfriends, you know, there's a lot of rocky stuff going on, so this advice is gearing towards their relationships, but I think a lot of other people can relate to them too. Well, let's get started. So when it comes to dating and how to handle certain situations in relationships, let's get into the tips. Always be honest, because honesty can go a long way, and I know people always say that, just be honest, everything's gonna work out, but a lot of people preach it, but not a lot of people do it. And I've realized that with every relationship I've had, not even an intimate one, but with my friends, with my family, being honest is the biggest advice I can give you. You just be honest always, and when it's really tough in those situations, or maybe you've done something bad, coming clean and being honest is the best way to handle every situation. Because if you continue to lie and continue to mislead people, you get wrapped up into a whole mess, and it's not pretty. Tip 2, it's very important to have healthy communication. Communication can just really make your relationship a really strong bond. That's important in any relationship, is to be on the same page and to know that you guys are strong and your relationship is heading in the right direction. Tip 3, be loyal. I can go on and on about high school relationships and guys and girls that really don't know how to be with the person that they're in a relationship with. Why hurt the person? Because in the end they're always going to be hurt. When it comes to cheating, why hurt someone if it's something that you can just not do? A lot of people want what they can't have, so when they're in a relationship it's kind of like, yeah, I'm really happy with this guy, he's giving me everything I need, he's sweet, he buys me things, he loves me, great chemistry, everything's great, but then there's that really hot guy over there that's not talking to me. And they go and they cheat on their boyfriend. Or opposite way around. A guy is with his girl, he's happy with her, she's giving him everything he wants from her, they're good, they're happy, but he wants that hot chick over there in the corner that all the guys are looking at. And I mean, guys, like they said, they only have one thing on their mind, so if they want it, they're gonna get it. And then they go and hook up with that girl, and then their girlfriend doesn't know about it until one of their friends tells her, and then crazy drama breaks out, and trust me, it's not worth it. If you're not happy with someone or you want to be with someone else, honestly, communicate, be honest, talk to them about it. As long as you communicate and you're being honest, then you shouldn't have to cheat. Cheating's bad, and it's avoidable. Tip 4, compromising. I think it's also really important for either the guy or the girl, or if it's a guy and a guy or a girl and a girl, or whatever the relationship is between the two people, that they both need to learn how to compromise. Sticking towards like the idea of high school relationships, I'm just using a guy and a girl for this example because it's kind of easier to explain, but I know it can be kind of difficult for some girls to see their boyfriend hanging out with other girls, and as a girl, I know we can get jealous, even though we can be the most confident people in the world. Sometimes seeing your boyfriend with someone else just doesn't really float your boat. Or if it's with the guy, sometimes they trust their best friend and they're like, no, that's my bro, he wouldn't do anything with my girl. Compromising is doing things that you don't really want to do. So when it comes to your boyfriend hanging out with a girl, or if you're hanging out with one of your boyfriend's friends, I think you gotta let them do that, because a relationship shouldn't be about control, and talk about things that do bother you, so that little things like hanging out with someone that they're friends with doesn't become a huge problem and a huge fight in your relationship. Alright, tip 5, trust. Trust is, I wish I could explain to you how important trust is. We can try. If you don't trust the person you're in a relationship with, then you're going to have a very rocky relationship ahead of you, because trust is key growth. It's all about growing. You have to be able to trust someone, or else things are going to get just going to be a mess. It's going to be sneaking around, People are going to be second-guessing themselves, doing all the crazy stuff that people do when they don't trust someone, trying to figure out the truth. So trust is very important. Me, for example, I have very, 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 very bad trust issues. It's important to put yourself out there and really be able to let go of your issues, because if you can't trust someone, then your relationships aren't going to be strong. They're going to be dysfunctional, and there really isn't anything good that can come out. Trust is just a really big key to every relationship that you have. I know it can be really hard to trust people. For some people it comes really easily and they don't have a problem putting themselves out there. But the more you do it, the better. Now, to switch it up a little bit, I'm going to give you a couple tips on how to attract someone you're interested in and how to get their attention and how to talk to them. Let's get into it. The best tip I could ever give anyone in this world, in my opinion, it's a little bit of advice that I once got from one of my amazing role models in my life. And it's to have 30 seconds of courage. I am telling you, having 30 seconds of courage can really make you unstoppable and make you feel like you can do anything. If it's kissing someone you think is attractive, talking to someone you think is attractive, doing anything with someone you think is attractive. All it takes is 30 seconds, and once you start doing it, you realize you'll have a lot more confidence and a lot of more willpower. This kind of leads into step 2, so I'm not gonna let it drag on any longer. Step 2 is talking to your crush. When you want to talk to your crush, many people are nervous, scared, and I mean there's many reasons behind that. Rejection, you don't want them to get the wrong idea of who you are, you don't want to seem weird. But it does help if you do some steps before. That'll make you more confident that you will have a successful conversation with your crush. And that is doing some research. Figure out something you have in common with him or her. Figure out what they like. Figure out if they're on a sports team or something like that. And if there's a game after school, if there's a party that weekend, talk to them about it. Something that you're comfortable talking about. For instance, I know I've done this before. Figure out if your crush is on any type of sports team, any type of club, or anything like that. And I'm gonna use the example of a sports team. So let's say my crush was on a baseball team. I set myself up for a successful conversation by feeding him the information that I know. Figure out those little tiny pieces of information that can make your conversation go smoother and make it more interactive, is figuring out the facts. If he's on a sports team that's really good, he's versing a team that's really bad, I'm going to figure out that information earlier in the day by talking to one of his friends. Therefore, he'll think I'm smart because I'm not saying something that is invalid, and he'll think it's kind of cool that, I know something about it, or he'll not even notice it, but he won't think anything negative about it. And I'm just giving myself the little steps that lead me towards being a more successful candidate for landing a date with my crush than someone else who says everything wrong and just looks dumb when they're talking to him. So know your facts, be confident, be comfortable, and do your research. Tip 3, always be yourself. You never want to do anything to yourself or change yourself to be someone you're not just to get your crush's attention. When it comes to being yourself, obviously that comes with some insecurities because no one's 100% perfect. So I use this technique a lot in my everyday lifestyle. It really helps when I'm going to talk to my crush. If I'm nervous that he's gonna think I'm really desperate, I'm not gonna be negative about it. I'm just gonna go and put myself out there and do it. Yeah, I think those are some good pieces of advice and good tips to give you for now. If you do like this video, I can definitely get more into depth with all of these topics and pieces of advice and tips. Video, comment below and let me know if you want me to do another one of this and get into more depth. If you have any questions or any pieces of advice that you would want to know about, comment that below too. Leave your Instagrams, your Twitters, and all of that stuff, and I will follow you on there. I hope I can get to know a lot of you through this, and I hope that you get an idea of what I mean by giving some advice and really trying to help people with everyday issues. I'll be posting another video on Thursday. If there's anything specific that you want me to talk about in the upcoming videos, just let me know because I think it's great to get feedback from you guys. Guys, let me know what you want me to do. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, guys. See you on Thursday.